Hi there, listener. You're about to experience TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games, and there will be plenty of game talk, but also copious amounts of crude, off-color, offensive, and immature speech. So if you are of a rather sensitive humor constitution, we're just letting you know what you're in for with this show. It has games. It has jokes. You know, just games and jokes. Take the games, take the jokes, and have a good time.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to another TADPOG podcast, a show that happens twice a week where 2 to 3 to 4.
Some say the best number.
The best number of old guys talking about old games. Today, we have reached IGN's 24th ranked game, Contra III, the Alien Wars.
Our soundboard is maxed out. We are not able to contain any more guest hosts.
Okay.
This is it. This is just. I'm just letting everybody out there know. Like
Don't walk in.
We are maxing it out. I think even this fourth slot it's kind of iffy. So if one of our guest hosts cuts in and out, that's why.
Too much brodom.
Way too much. It's all this musky testosterone that's just floating around here. It's like a disgusting greenhouse in here.
It is very manly. But I think it's mostly this guy.
So joining us from Mega Man X2 fame, Sean McElwain.
Yes, legend. Welcome back.
Thanks, guys.
And from increasingly more episodes.
Yeah, he's getting really comfortable on the mics now. Look how loose this guy is. Look at him, he's
really.
smiling and drinking a beer.
I need the beer.
Jon Turley, starting out on NBA James fame, but now it's like
I think
you're gonna start rivaling Josh pretty soon for.
I don't think so. Now, is Nicole still in the lead? Or
I haven't tallied recently.
Yeah.
That's not my job. I'm not Ted
Nicole's
Pog's
interview episode counts, right? So.
Oh yeah, the interviews count.
That was the last one.
Speaking of which, we did trick you. This is your interview episode, Jon Turley.
I'll never forgive you.
So tell us about your previous sexual experiences.
So how old were you got your first blowjob, Jon Turley?
Because that
What
is
was
how
his
our
name?
interviews go.
Oh, you see what I did there? You see what I did?
I heard you like 60 times.
We're the shittiest Howard Stern.
Yep. So Contra 3.
Yeah.
But first, I'm your bearded host, Tyler. And my first, I think I've talked about my first job when I was 14. My dad was like, you need to go get a job. So I got a job working for a restaurant inside the now defunct and torn down Executive Inn.
Which was a very expensive hotel that Paducah had and doesn't have anymore.
Nope.
Why? Because I moved away and then I moved back and it was just gone.
Well,
I don't know the story.
I've been in the bowels of that place.
Yeah.
And it needed to be gone.
What were you doing there?
just bowling things.
What were you doing in the bowels?
Same thing you do in the bowels.
No, I'm gonna ask you in your interview. You guy.
But yeah, no, it was rotting from the inside out.
Oh yeah. So they just tore it down because it was falling apart.
Yeah.
Awesome. I
remember
used to get my hair cut there. There's a Tadpog fact. Yeah. There was a salon there called Curls. Wow. I used to get my hair cut there.
I remember thinking it was really awesome because it was the only hotel I'd ever seen that had a pool inside. You know, like when I was a kid, I was like, "Wow, this place is amazing."
Indoor pool.
And then it just steadily went downhill.
Indoor meth. Oh.
Yeah, the last time I was in there, they were having like some sort of trade show or something, and it was
Yeah.
pretty ghetto.
Yeah, it started going downhill fast, but it was pretty hopping when I was 14.
Hoppin'
like
joint?
The restaurant was pretty busy.
What was the name of the restaurant? Are you able to share?
I think it's gone now.
Oh, you definitely
And this
share.
is the patio.
The patio.
The patio at Executive Inn.
Why was it called the patio?
I don't know. We didn't have a patio. We were inside. There was, I don't know.
All right. Did any of the customers ever ask?
Why is this called the patio? I didn't really talk to the customers.
Is that in the handbook? If a customer asks what the patio is,
Act
shut
surprised.
the restaurant down.
Tear down the Executive Inn. But I wash dishes and I bus tables. But the interesting thing about this job was if I was all caught up on all the tables were bussed, all my dishes were washed, I had another job.
Rolling silverware.
Bowels.
Well, yeah, I didn't have to roll a lot of silverware. But I would have to go outside, and they had overhead windows going across the restaurant. So you could look up, and it was right across basically the walkway to the buffet.
I haven't heard this story. I'm excited.
And no matter what, birds would get in.
Okay.
Lots of birds.
And that's bad luck.
That's
That's bad luck. Have a bird. Yeah, to have a bird in your restaurant.
And they'd always congregate like on those through all those windows. So my job, if I was caught up, was to sit there, watch the birds, and if they shit somewhere, go clean it up immediately. So they would.
I think I played this Flash game.
They moved all the tables aside, so the birds wouldn't shit on the tables, or it was less likely the birds were going to shit on the tables. It still happened.
They
sometimes.
couldn't just shut the windows like that.
I don't know why they couldn't keep the birds out, but they had just given up. Birds are part of our restaurant. Just clean up the bird shit. So like, if you got out to walk on the buffet, you were dodging bird shit.
I'm amazed this place isn't still around.
So I would have to go out like scrub the carpet. If it got on the carpet, there'd be just little white dots all up and down. And if it got on the tables, wipe it on the tables, clean everything off.
Were you ever there when the health inspector showed up?
Nope. I worked there for about 3 months, and my dad made me quit.
Because you developed, I don't know what disease you
Bird
get from
flu.
Bird flu.
Why did
I'm patient zero for the bird flu. Because it was about 20 minutes away from our house, and my dad is extraordinarily impatient. So, I mean, in the restaurant business, you have a rough time of when you're supposed to get off, but if you're busy, you're just there. So he drove 20 minutes to pick me up one day, waited 10 minutes more, because the kitchen was busy and I was washing dishes, and he just walked back there, grabbed me, and on the way out to the manager, he quits. I'm tired of this shit. And we left.
Wow. I'm sure you were broken up about it.
Yeah, oh man.
No, I can't clean up bird shit anymore.
I remember watching birds shit on the floor for minimum wage.
Do you recall them liking you? Do you think this could have been a thing where, like, when your shift, like 10 minutes before your shift started, they just opened the windows, and 10 minutes after you left, they just closed them?
They would whistle, and the birds would come down, and they put them in a special cage. I went to church with one of the guys he got me the job, like one of the upper tier managers.
Was he also a magician? Were those his birds?
Illusion, Michael.
They liked me because I was the only one who would eat vegetables from the buffet. All the old people were just like stunned that I'd eat vegetables and not chicken fingers. Yeah.
Who's going to pass up chicken fingers?
Me. That's it.
What's up, Internet? I'm Dave. I'm your bespectacled host, and I never pass up chicken fingers. You can count on that. So next election, you cast your vote for me, mayor of Tyson Chicken. You know what? You know what I've done? You know what I've done first time ever in my life?
What?
I've joined a fantasy football league.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ultimate Heel, Blake Woods, and Sam of Megalixer, and also Demon's Crest fame, they started a fantasy football league, as you know.
TADPOG, building bridges between people who would have never otherwise met.
I know. It's, people who are... I don't know how it works. Like people are probably gonna get mad at me because I don't know how this works. So
We'll probably get mad at Blake. It's okay.
they'll get mad at Blake, or we'll get mad at Blake.
Somehow we'll get mad at Blake. It's fine.
So Sandwich Prince Phil thinks that I am bluffing all of my football knowledge. All right, well, we'll find out. I like to think that I really do wish. I would love if I could luck my way through that. That would be great. But I also feel like if that were possible, we'd hear that story a lot more often.
I've done it once.
You've done it once?
I've done it once. At my very first and only time of joining a fantasy football league, I somehow won. And I've said, I'm going to leave on the top.
Did you trade or anything?
Nope.
Oh, man, I hope that happens to me. How did you even pick? How did you pick your players?
I think it was random. Well, no, it wasn't random. I don't remember. It's been
in
a
this
long time ago.
Draft. I'll put that in quotes because I don't know.
I think you take turns and you say, okay, I want this guy. And
They're
they're
like-
rated too.
It has nothing to do with beer then?
They're like two different kinds of like selections, I think. Like there's like a snake.
A
Kind
snake?
of, yeah.
I want the snake.
I remember just hearing I had my Game Boy out and I was vaguely listening to like Wiley and Laura and Blake all
you're
talk
doing
about it back in the
research.
day. So I remember them talking about the strategic progressions of drafting, whether a snake something or a other something.
Well, definitely
so I know
go
there's
snake.
a snake somewhere
That
involved.
stuck with you.
Yeah.
So if you win, I'm going to pull this back up and be like, you won because you did all that research about snakes. So I think there's a spot open. I don't know. If there's not, join anyway. Post on our Facebook page if you wanna do it, and we'll make Blake's life a nightmare because we'll get
please.
the more people,
He's an oath
better.
breaker, right?
Yeah, he is an oath breaker.
That number that he set, you can probably go up. You can get a few more in there, right?
Let's do it, or like,
Friend him on Facebook.
yeah.
Just blow him up.
You know all those
Fine.
dick pics you've been sending to Nicole? Save some.
He loves
Save some
them.
for Blake.
Can't get enough of them.
Part of me wants to get him out his phone number just because I think that'd be funny. just call Blake. Let him know.
call him.
Let him know you want to play.
Drunk dials. All drunk dials now go to Blake. So what's up, guys? Jon, McElwain.
What's up? I'd like to make a shameless plug.
Oh.
Here in 2 months, we'll be going to Dragon Con, which is something I've done. This will be my third time. I think Tyler is fourth. Dave, this is probably your fourth or third.
I think it's my third.
Okay.
Because I went a year after Tyler.
And
I graduate in one more year.
it's amazing. Last year we got a bunch. You guys, I had no part in it, but you guys got a bunch of business cards or cards for TADPOG.
Yeah.
And handed them out everywhere. And if you're going to Dragon Con, TADPOG listeners, look for Tyler and Dave.
See if you can find us.
See if you can find us. You'll get a card. You'll get to meet them. You might even get your picture taken.
$40.
I'm sure that's negotiable.
Just
But-
kidding.
But you'll probably find them in the game, the tabletop.
In the
or-
basement.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Playing
Well,
the
playing
basement-
D&D.
Yeah, the board game basement or the D&D floor.
Second floor. It's the second
Yeah.
floor, right? Okay.
Something like that.
Or third. I don't know. But yeah, look for those guys. You'll be a part of history. They might even let you guest host sometime if you're lucky.
Well, let's go ahead and put that on the record. We will.
The qualifications are obviously pretty low.
Well, I mean, you two have already paid your fee. You're up to
Right.
date on your annual dues.
You got your
so
license,
You get to guest
your
host as
TADPOG
much
guest
as you
host
want.
license, and
That's really all it
hosting fee.
takes is $90, and anyone can guest host the show.
Unless you're a female, then you have there's certain sexual things. But
Well, I mean, all right, fine.
Well, you have to either marry us or be married to one of our friends or work at Hooters
How does
for
that
10
part
years. Not very well.
Do you mean to guest host the show or for the sexual favors?
The sexual favors.
Okay,
The female guest host.
Let's go both then.
Okay.
okay, yeah, might as well. Let's go all out. That's my shameless plug.
Well, thanks. You plugged us. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I know.
Oh, thank you for plugging us.
You're welcome.
You plug us so good, man.
Just like Tyler and his bowels.
Yep.
What's up, Jon?
Oh, not much.
How's that beer treating you?
It's pretty good.
Yeah?
It's pretty good. Yeah. You should go get some Schlafly coffee stout if you have.
They're not paying us. We should give that out for free.
That's true.
Let me counterbalance it. I think it's shitty. There we go.
Shots fired.
50%. Yeah.
I like Schlafly a lot, but I don't care much for that beer.
But yeah, pretty much not much else going on other than I'm on call, so
What does that mean?
I mean,
Are you
if
a doctor?
If the phone, no, God, I wish.
Oh, that's right. Doctors don't hang out with us.
He's a computer doctor.
I like how you said that.
He's a computer doctor on the fixing the swing schwongs. That's what
cars.
that's what I believe are inside computers that run the internet are swing schwongs.
That's cars exclusively.
The hamster wheels. That's
Okay.
what's really in there.
Well, sometimes when my Mac acts up, it shows me the pinwheel.
beach
So I
ball.
just
Yeah.
assume that is actually in there.
Actual size, too.
I think it might be.
And that's
I
like,
haven't taken a Mac apart in a while.
there are so many tiny people fucking inside my computer. It's ridiculous.
I always forget to feed mine.
Yeah. That's all right. They don't have souls.
There must be redheads.
Gingers, not redheads, please. Let's be specific.
All right. So everybody's thoroughly introduced.
Oh, we've done introduced the fuck out of the show.
We can bro out now.
Yeah. For a good solid, let's say 10 minutes.
Dave, do you hear that?
No, I don't. What does it sound like?
It sounds extremely manly.
It's it's so
God.
manly.
I don't.
Let's all just make the manliest of noises.
Oh, that is clearly the manly. I think you're right. I do hear that. I do hear that. That sounds like
Papa Gijo.
that sounds like the Tim Allen reads from Wikipedia trailer.
Yeah.
Are you ever gonna get Tim Allen? Man,
I hope so.
I want you to
We've
get.
been
I've got $10 right here for Tim Allen.
I'll throw in on
If
that.
you're listening, Tim Allen, that's $10.
No, I'll throw in.
You didn't have
20.
Someone
right
start us a
now.
Kickstarter to get Tim Allen on that.
Did you see the guy who's kickstarted the potato salad?
You did.
I really, really envy that guy
$10,000.
because that is some shit that like we would talk about and never do. And then this guy did it, and he's
wasn't-
raising like thousands of dollars.
Wasn't he like famous or rich or something to begin with, though?
I don't know. I have no. Probably.
Did it as a joke.
He's got all those breaks, you know.
Yeah.
Well, Kickstarter changed its policy, and there's not an active person like going through anything that's on Kickstarter now. It's just like
It's not curated.
It's checked by just an algorithm for certain terms. And
Do they
that's it.
have a dollar amount in there? Yep. Okay. Do they have rewards? Yep. All right. You're good. Here, enjoy your Kickstarter.
For $1, you will get a piece of potato salad.
And just as a side note, Exalted Lord Mike has reached out to Tim Allen in the past.
Really?
And we have not gotten a response. So,
Man.
Keep trying.
I want to talk about Galaxy Quest and Home Improvement.
Right?
Oh man,
I mean, he can even do a call in. Usually we don't do call ins,
We allow
but
Oh, you bend that rule, yeah.
I think so.
You break that motherfucker.
okay, guys. Contra 3, or as I like to call it, Contra III, colon, where's Mark? Just kidding. It's the Alien Wars.
Don't play the wrong game.
I want to let everyone know at the very top of this page on Wikipedia, this page has some issues. So we might have to work through some
I
things.
thought about editing it right before you read from it.
I think it takes a little bit longer than that, right?
I've never-
I have no
we already
idea.
did one.
Unless they're adopting the Kickstarter model, which is fucking free for all.
That's the Wild West.
Contra 3 The Alien Wars, released in Japan as Tim Allen's Super Fun Party. No. Contra Spirits. And in the PAL, is it PAL or do you say PAL? I'm going to go
There
PAL.
are no periods, right? So it's
No
PAL.
periods, PAL.
But it's all capital, so it's PAL.
Plus they are our buddies. They're our pals. It came out there as, check this out, Super Probotector, Alien Rebels. Probotector. I don't know. That's a common term or not. It's a 1992 run-and-gun game for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System produced by Konami. It is the third console iteration of the Contra series, following the original Contra and Super C. Those both came out for the NES. It is set in the futuristic year of 2636. They wanted to make sure that every goddamn person was dead. Like, they didn't want any of this, like, Back to the Future 2 bullshit where it's like, it's 2015, where are our hoverboards? They were like, nope, we promise no aliens.
Or Super Smash TV. It's 1999. We should have had this a few years ago.
So what's happened is the alien invaders that were defeated during the previous installments have decided to launch a full-scale war against mankind on Earth, starting the quote-unquote Alien Wars. So that's the premise. Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty solid. So far, it doesn't sound very manly.
But it is. Oh, but it is.
You think so?
Because it's basically two just manly bros that are just amazing with guns. They don't wear any armor. They just got their
The
sweater
armor,
vests.
The armor would keep them from showing off their massive guns.
And you don't need armor in the future.
You got sleeveless. Everything's sleeveless.
Do you know their names?
Jimbo
Yep,
and starts with an S.
Sully.
it does.
Sully.
Jimbo and Sully. Two of the most masculine names.
People are still being named Jimbo and 26 whatever.
So, come on, John. 2636.
2636.
Give it the program here.
South Park is still going on in 2636, so it's fine.
And Sully clearly is just based on his reputation because he has just sullied that reputation.
Dirty, just dirt. Oh, dirty Sully. But this game is like next to Toe Jam and Earl. I feel like the most like radical '90s game on the Super Nintendo. because it's so like I don't think it's joking. I think it takes itself pretty seriously and it tries to be badass, and it's so over the top. It's more over the top than Broforce, which we played a few days ago, which is like satire on these kind of
newer
games.
game on Steam.
Yeah. And this game it's still like it's more wild than that game because the shit that you have to do throughout the whole game.
I got really excited because I thought we were going to do. You brought up Toe Jam and Earl, so I thought we were going to do a quick compare and contrast. Toe Jam and Earl versus Contra 3.
You should do that.
We can do that.
They both have aliens.
That's true.
Compare.
The aliens have come to Earth.
Compare. They both have. It's two buddies.
Yeah.
They're both named Jimbo and Sully. No, that's a contrast. So their names are different. Other than that, I'd say they're pretty much the same game.
Yeah, I agree. Totally the same game. Actually, I think Contra 3 on the Genesis was just called Toe Jam and Earl.
That would explain why there's no Toe Jam and Earl on the Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
It's the direct port.
But this game, spoilers for the rest of the episode. I enjoyed it for the most part.
I did too. I'm glad
Yeah.
you said that. I know that McElwain, you love this game, don't you?
Yes, but I mean, I grew up with it, so
That was going to be my next question. Is you have played the hell out of this game?
Oh yeah, I've played it. Actually, I brought it today and did a quick run through in case you guys hadn't beat it right before you got here.
I hadn't. Tyler, I think has right.
Yeah, it took me a while to beat it last night on easy because it's not
tough.
something, you can
not
just pick
forgiving.
up and play it. Like, you need to spend your life getting good at it to be able to run through it.
It's not a forgiving game. It's a one hit. You're dead.
Yeah.
How quick can you get through it, McElwain?
Probably half an hour.
Yeah. Do you know what the speedrun record is on it?
Nope.
You should try to take a stab at beating it.
Yeah, because that's impressive, man. That's.
I mean, it's probably pretty quick, but I mean,
I don't know.
hell, you're probably close.
Yeah, I don't know the record, but I watched one last night that was hard mode on 22 minutes.
Oh, damn.
So
yeah,
if
you got
if
some time to shave
you
off.
shaved 8
then.
minutes off that.
John, did you ever play this game?
I never played this one. I played the original Contra a lot, and I remember being pretty good at it, but I am awful at this game. I mean, that's not no big difference. I'm awful at most of the stuff I play now that was a console game. I don't know how the fuck I played games before the mouse came out. But yeah, it was fun though. I like it. It's still fun. I'm just really bad at it now. But back when I was playing it, I would go over to my cousin Jeff's and we would stay up all night playing Contra. So yeah, after just doing nothing but that for 8 straight hours, you get pretty good at it.
Well, you don't have to go to work tomorrow, right? That's what we plan on doing tonight.
I'd be down. I'm calling sick.
I brought it. We could do it.
All right, it's on. We're doing it.
This is still, it's a better version, I feel, of the original Contra, but it doesn't stray far from the core formula that was the original Contra. I'd never even, because this is Contra 3, and I played the original Contra. I'd never even heard of Super C before.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely have not played
I
that.
thought it was Contra 2. I didn't even know it was, and I think I played that one at some point.
The only thing I remember from Super C,
I never played.
you never played it? It's been a long time since I played the first Contra. Does that have the overhead?
I haven't played that.
Okay. Does it have the overhead stages as well as the side scrolling,
I
or
don't
was that
remember.
introduced in Super C?
I don't remember the original.
I believe the first one had the overhead levels.
Okay. May
have.
I thought it did.
I think you're right. I think Two Dudes in the Nest just talked about Contra, and I remember them talking about the overhead levels, I think.
Okay. I was like 8.
But I sure as hell never made it to those, even with the Konami code. That game was hard. Like, I couldn't beat that game with the Konami code. I would like to think that I could now, but as a 7-year-old, it was impossible.
Jeff and I
I
never
was-
beat it.
I think I was a better gamer when I was younger. Than
I think a lot of people say that. I think a lot of people say that, but I don't think that that's necessarily true.
What
Your,
was
your
it?
concept of time might have been a little skewed. Like, maybe you were better, but you also probably spent more time without knowing it.
Right.
Like, now
Your
I'm very
time to skill
conscious of
ratio.
I'm very conscious of the time I spend on any game. I don't think I was when I was little.
No.
Well, not only
at all.
that-
Well, you had so much time to dedicate to
Yeah.
it.
The internet,
Yeah.
I think, is a big game changer.
Yeah.
When
Game facts.
And I think that, in that specific case, whatever game it was I was talking about,
I can't believe I can't remember.
may be true and is true, but like generally overall, I think I'm a better gamer than I was when I was a kid.
And I should think thoroughly about what I'm going to say, as opposed to just trying to say something and I go.
No, Tyler. This is a podcast.
Give the 5-star review. Fuck.
All right, Tyler just ended the show. Goodbye, everybody.
Because then just thinking about the internet changing games, like, man, Brady Games should have sunk more money into like a lobbyist from Washington to try and like ban GameFAQs, make it illegal, because there's no way GameFAQs had to bankrupt however many companies used to make big ass strategy guides.
I have a theory, and that is that Brady Games and Playboy own the internet.
I think Hustler owns the internet if anybody owns the internet.
I think Comcast, Turner owns the internet.
They own everything else.
We don't talk about them.
But let's see.
Yeah, get us back on track, buddy. You can do it.
Contra.
You can do it.
Because you start out, it's not too crazy starting out. It's pretty traditional. You're in a city fighting what looks like other soldiers. Mm-hmm. The alien soldiers look relatively common.
Yeah, I even thought maybe they weren't alien soldiers because they looked just like
Turncoats.
humans. Yeah, I thought maybe they were like a rebel force or something like that.
There's one. You don't do it on easy mode. I don't know if you do it on normal and hard. There's a dog. I think there's only one time you see a dog in the first level that chases you.
I think it's I saw that on hard.
I am so glad you brought up the dog because that dog is in my notes. Is it because here's the deal? I didn't play this on hard. That's just not going to happen. But what I did notice is in this first stage, you see this dog with a mohawk and he's eating from a trash can, and you see him like 3 times. And is this the same dog that chases you? Oh, I'm so glad because I remember seeing him in the background and being like, that goddamn dog has a mohawk. What is he doing eating from the trash? He should be eating at the table. He's living the life of a king.
Him and Rude Dog should just rule over all.
It reminded me of in Final Fight, and I think it's the Bay Area stage where they had that dog eating from the trash can, and he repeats like 3 times. At first, I was like, "Is this like a
enemy?
A dig or something at Final Fight?" I don't know. Could be.
But yeah, you start off. One thing I know that's different: the rapid fire is a power up in Contra, but in this game, it's just how you fire your weapon.
Standard
Base
issue.
weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Which the base weapon, like John, I know you're probably all about the weaponry. So there's the gun that just fires the straight rapid fire.
Yeah.
There's got to be the gun that does the spread.
That's the shotgun, actually.
There's the
Yeah, I call it the spread shot.
the laser gun.
Right. It says S, but I looked it up on it's shot. It's supposed to be the shotgun.
I'm pretty sure it's spread.
It is.
Pretty sure it's spread.
All right.
There's the laser gun, but the laser goes out like 20 feet and then stops.
Yeah. That one's
That's
lame.
pretty standard.
Well, okay. Does it really?
Yeah.
It's especially obvious in the overhead levels.
On the overhead levels, is a lightsaber.
Man, I love it in the overhead levels. I love it because you can just press the button down and you got exactly like you said. You've got this permanent 20-foot lightsaber.
So the flamethrower, which is generally like behind the shotgun, probably my second favorite weapon in any kind of shooter or game.
Yeah, the
game like
flamethrower is
that.
pretty good.
You got to play Team Fortress 2, man. You can play a class that's just all about the flamethrower.
That spread
is,
shot, though.
I think the best.
It's just the best.
In my opinion, the best weapon on the side scroller levels. On the overhead, it's the laser's the best.
Definitely on the overhead, the laser's the
The
best.
side scroll, I think the flamethrower is.
You like
as
the
far as
flamethrower?
bosses,
Better
like you
than
can just
spread?
hold it on.
Yeah.
You can just hold it on them, and it does
okay, yeah.
constant damage.
That's true. I like the spread though, man. Just for general use, I got to go spread.
And have you noticed the closer you get to an enemy or a boss or a wall, even the faster the shots go?
That's what I noticed in like when I was watching the hard run through, because they would just get a weapon and run right up on something, and then fire.
Yeah,
nothing that much at range.
And it's always a red thing. That's what you need. To attack.
Always.
It's always a red thing. So when we were playing earlier, I kept telling John we got to shoot his red thing. Like it was just like we don't know what's going on. It doesn't matter. Just shoot his red thing.
Except for the last level after you beat the giant heart, there's a thing that comes out of the ground. It's like some kind of spider turtle thing.
Yeah.
And its head comes down, but it's not red. It's just a face.
Oh, I definitely
you either
did
hit
not
something
get to
that's
that.
you hit something that's red, or you hit something that looks like Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. One or the
That's
other.
what it looks like.
Okay. Well, I went too far ahead.
But you progress with that level. The boss. Well, you get a tank.
You
in
do-
this-
you do get
in
a
this
tank.
stage.
It doesn't last long.
Yeah,
And-
not long
And it doesn't
at
have
all.
a cover either. I mean, somebody shoots you, you're just invincible until the tank's destroyed.
John, tell everyone about the tank.
Yeah, let me tell you about the tank. I am awful. I should not be allowed in vehicles because I killed Dave like 5 times in a row. The tank, because when you fire the tank, it just it jettisons you back about 4 or 5 feet, and if the second player is behind you, it just kills
Just straight
them.
runs them over. Just straight just kills them.
So yeah, I robbed like 4 or 5 of his lives by just because I'm spamming it. I'm like, tank, and I'm just.
It got to the point where like I would respawn immediately die. It got to the point where I was like, John, please stop firing for just a second, so if I could just jump out of the way, that would be great.
I didn't realize what was happening. Because I'm old and slow, but I didn't realize what was happening. Then I felt so bad because the lives are like so important in this game because it's just a one-hit kill, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So,
man.
that was a pretty quick restart.
No worries.
Because that tank has to hit, basically the mini boss of this game, there's like 3 walls, and you just have to hit the red thing on the wall and bring the wall down.
And that wall is the first boss in Contra for NES. It's the wall with the red thing.
Yeah.
The red,
Oh, yeah, I have played this.
and then
I
it's
forgot about
it's got the 2 cannons at the top and the guy in the turret. So I thought that was nice that they brought that
There's
back.
actually another mini boss that after the second tank, you go.
A dude in a tank,
Yeah.
Oh,
I forgot
okay.
about
and he just throws grenades and
Tanks like bowling pins.
Yeah.
The bowling pin grenade.
but nothing compares to the final boss of this stage.
Brain turtle.
I think I've got a theory about Brain
good,
Turtle because you're right. It's a giant turtle that looks like he's undead, and he comes out and he's got a brain under his neck, and he's got all these pustules on his shell, and he
Got a fucking beehive on his back.
yeah, like these hornets, which I like to think they're
Locusts,
locusts, come out of his pores, and then he throws up maggots. I think that this giant turtle is Pestilence. I think this is Pestilence Turtle.
Okay.
good.
All right. Pestilence turtle.
That's an achievement.
I had no problem with Pestilence Turtle when I had the homing missile, which is the other weapon. Because I had to sit back in the back and just sink under his head and go to his flashing red spot.
Yeah.
Because you get homing missile, crushing missiles, which were just more powerful missiles.
But they didn't have the range.
Yeah, exactly. And then the bombs, which are the same between both Contras.
The mini nukes.
Yeah.
They always give you one.
You're immune to.
Yes,
Thank
but
goodness.
it kills everything on the screen except for a boss. But it still does damage to a boss.
And it wipes out his. If there are too many maggots and locusts, then you drop one of those, clear the screen out.
Absolutely. Did you know that they removed those in the re-release for the Game Boy Color?
No.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I think it was the Game Boy Advance. But yeah, they took the nukes out of it, which made the game like hell of a lot harder.
Right. It was
Less
hard enough
prone to
already.
give epileptic seizures, but harder. And I guess you'd also get the energy shield, which would temporarily absorb
Barrier.
Makes
some
you invincible.
projectiles. Yeah. But let's see. After brain pestilence turtle.
Yeah.
Pestilence brain. Pestilence.
Pestilence brain. I
first
like
boss.
that.
That's good.
Rolls
What
off
was the name of
tongue.
the turtle that has like an island on its back?
I just saw a Reddit post
Yeah,
about
I
it,
did
but I
too.
can't remember its name.
It'll be in the show notes.
Okay.
Let's see. The second stage.
It was an overhead level because
Yeah.
the first level is just your standard regular side scrolling
Right.
shoot 'em up.
And in my opinion, the overhead levels are super easy.
They are easy. At least I didn't get to the second one because I only got halfway through the game. But I know the first one was a breeze. Like, I mean, I breezed through it. It's the hardest part about it is orienting yourself. Like, if you can orient yourself, you're going to be fine. But, or orientate, I guess. Is that a word?
Yeah.
And what's messed up is it's kind of like if anyone's played Hotline Miami, which you listen to TADPOG, you heard us rave about it. I know you have. That's kind of what it's like, except you're not, it's all overhead, but you're not really turning your character. You're turning the level. Like your
Yeah.
character stays right where he is, facing the same direction. And when you hit the R bumper and the L bumper, it rotates the whole level right or left and pivots it on your character. So that is like super like dizzying.
Yeah. If I get surrounded and I'm trying to kill everything, I will get nauseous.
But I feel like once you get it, like once you're able to orientate yourself, compared to like the side scrolling levels, it was a breeze. Especially like McElwain, like you said, if you have the laser gun, the laser gun acts completely different in the overhead levels. You can just literally hold down the button and it doesn't shoot. It just extends a laser out 20 feet and you can just swing it.
That's true, and it's incredibly powerful. Like, you swipe it through something and it kills whatever.
You could kill the boss without even being attacked by him.
I was surprised by the boss because like the mission is to kill like 6 of these red aliens, and then all of a sudden the screen goes black, and then a boss falls on you. Because that's exactly what happened to me.
You're in a field of caltrops, and then the boss falls down. And you have to hit his little pads around him and go for his
boss
red
pads.
flashing thing.
Yeah.
You don't even have to kill it, but you go straight for his.
I saw.
Can you?
That's what the guy did in the speed through that I walked. Like, as soon as it fell down, he just like dead.
Yeah, just held a laser on him. You can kill him before he even attacks you.
I did not do that. I died several times.
Yeah, me too. Although I didn't think this overhead was. It was fine. It's the second overhead that I fucking hated.
The second overhead level, I didn't get to that.
man.
They had,
There's treadmills on it?
and swirly things.
It was like playing Silver Surfer for the NES.
Jon Turley just confirmed that it is orientate.
Well,
Thank you.
Either one will work.
Oh, okay.
Orient or orientate, they're both the same.
Wait, no,
Both the
orient,
same.
something about Asia.
Orient something else.
Well, we're going to be politically correct, so we're going to say orientate.
Orientate is most often used by the British, apparently.
Oh, well, I'm feeling a bit posh, so I'm going to go with orientate.
Orientate.
That's lovely.
Pass me an aluminium gun.
Go design another advertisement.
Let's see. Then after that level, you go to the industrial park, which is a very, very long level.
Yeah, it
With
is
like
a long
there.
level.
Three or four bosses, I think, throughout the course of this level.
That's what we got there.
did?
That's where it had all the roly droids from the first Star Wars. They showed up. I was really happy about that.
This is where you definitely need the fire.
Yeah, you're right. The flamethrower is really good in this level.
Yeah, because giant mechanized metal things are very, very susceptible to fire.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, their
That
little
just
red
makes sense.
spots are.
And then
well, they do have red spots.
and then the Brood from X-Men shows up,
Yep.
which is my favorite part of this level when these giant winged insect aliens start coming down. They're not hard to kill, but they will do that shit that the pterodactyl does to you
In Star Wars,
Return of the
yeah.
Jedi. Pick you up and just drop you wherever it wants.
So we know we're in Marvel 616 universe in this.
Definitely in the
Brood is in this.
616.
Yep.
But I like the insects a lot because when they die, they give this like satisfying crunch. That's probably my favorite enemy to kill.
But this level reminded me of like something out of Ninja Warrior, because throughout this whole level, you're just having to grip onto the edge of something and move and jump. Because you're fighting the whirly Star Wars bosses and the Brood, and then to a boss that has like a fan around him that you have to grab onto the fan blades, and then get underneath him and shoot his red thing.
You actually, if you have the fire, you could just
okay.
stay at the very top and fire it right through him. And hit him.
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that either. Because I was like jumping from blade to blade, trying to shoot just for a
Yeah,
little
me
while,
too.
shoot for just a little
I
while.
always feel like I was stuck with the laser at that point anyway.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious who's beat this game on.
Oh yeah, it's McElwain. There's no doubt about it. I put about 2 hours into this game. I'm assuming you probably have a little more time in it.
Yeah. I don't know how much.
2 decades.
Because after you beat him, then the sort of a force scroll up as you climb. Something surrounds you, like on legs on either side. And as
A
you're trying
robot
to climb
does.
up, it's a
a
robot.
A giant robot's trying to give you a hug while you're on a wall.
Yep, it's got
keeps missing
spikies.
you,
And it's shooting missiles at
Yeah.
you.
which it's trying to impregnate you.
Exactly.
It's robot DNA.
This robot is a very amorous robot.
Yep.
And his advances are unwanted.
Not picky.
So you basically climb to the top of this wall, and then he gets serious, and then it becomes super serious. Spikes everywhere, and
pulls them out. Yeah.
He turns
Yeah.
into a drill bot.
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
starts trying to drill you at that point.
Yeah.
He's done chasing.
No, his fireman's hat comes out.
It took me a minute. I was like, his fireman's head. Oh.
South Park.
his red thing, yeah. Okay. It works multiple levels. After you beat him, it's short, not very much longer before you find another boss. You just round the corner, and this
This is the 2 bosses,
Ship.
right? Oh, no.
It's like a ship that throws tons and tons of bombs at you.
Yeah.
You have to get underneath it and shoot
and
this red
he
thing.
and he spawns owl men.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come out. The whole time I was thinking about Watchmen.
Yeah. There you
Because
go.
that's exactly
There you
what they
go.
look like.
Which is DC, so they've combined universes.
The 616 DC. Yep.
Let's see, because you beat him, and then that's the 2 Terminator babies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But are they babies though?
I think they're babies
Why?
because you fought their mama right afterward.
Oh,
Or their papa. You don't know his gender.
Okay, that's true.
But it's really angry that you beat them, so I'm going to say mama.
Because it's just a blue
I can see that.
a blue Terminator and a red Terminator. One is jumping around all over the place, the other's just shooting at you.
A T100, right?
Well, 1,000 was the liquid metal.
Right.
metal.
Right? Okay.
T-
Original flavor Terminator.
Right, yeah. The
Schwarzenegger.
best.
Yes.
The best Terminator.
So once you hit them for so long, then they turn into like just torsos that are jumping around everywhere.
They're
And
very silly.
you're in a small enclosed Mega Man-ish space, like a Mega Man boss, and they're jumping around everywhere.
But
It's
you can
frustrating.
climb on the roofs and on the
Yeah.
side of
Yeah.
the walls too. So it makes it a little, especially with the homing web, you just stand up there and just shoot them.
I thought this boss was pretty easy because it allows you to climb throughout the entire level. Like you can climb all the walls, the ceiling, and then of course you can walk on the floor. And it doesn't target for you. I mean, it doesn't target at you. You know, it like starts breathing fire and
Right.
shooting these missiles at you.
Just AOE.
Yeah, all you have to do is just circularly go around the level,
Yep.
and you'll eventually kill
Yeah,
it.
because then the boss Terminator comes out, peels back the wall, and it's a giant Terminator, and you have to shoot its head. Basically, and it has a flamethrower. It spins around the room, so then you just climb around it to avoid it and shoot it. So you're right until finally, whenever it lets go and the doors cut its head off.
And then it gives you the thumbs up as it dips down into the boiling metal.
And the level after that is the motorcycle level.
Oh, that's one of the most badass bro levels.
This is the bro level.
Okay, you guys need to like fill me in on this because this is where I ran out of continues. Was this highway level?
Because you're fighting. You're on the motorcycle, and you jump up. Motorcycle kind of has a really rock and cruise control because you just hit that and it's going to keep going straight. You can jump up and down on it. You're good.
You can surf the whip.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was invented by the foot soldiers in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe because they could do all that.
Back in like 2020. It's
Right.
old. It's old tech right now.
Or Advent Children. where they-
Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. This is good. I'm making notes for the future. I'm going to buy stock in motorcycles.
Because you fight other flying vehicles till eventually like a mothership comes down, and it's got to be a mothership.
How do you know it's not a fathership?
That's true. You've got a parental guardianship, and it comes down. It's got to be just full. These aliens, I'm convinced, they love CrossFit. They fucking love CrossFit.
Why is that?
Because they don't like come down on like specialized pads or vehicles or anything. There's just like monkey bars, and they come down swinging across, doing all these gymnastics and muscle ups and stuff like that on the bars, trying to get you.
Is that what CrossFit is? Monkey bars?
There's
pull-up
rings,
bars.
a lot of rings, pull-up bars. Yeah.
I was about to say, I think I like CrossFit. I don't. If it's not monkey bars, I don't like
But
CrossFit.
if your qualification is just monkey bars,
Yeah.
then you might like what am I thinking?
Being a monkey.
Terrorism.
Elementary
because every
school.
video we see is of the terrorists training on monkey
That's
bars.
true.
You know, they have monkey bars. This might not be too bad.
Man, don't even play with that NSA shit. Don't even play.
It must be so easy. they're training. It's like, can you climb these monkey bars that are only 3 foot off the ground?
Yep.
Yep. You shoot this gun? Yep.
We will show fat
You're,
Americans.
you're in. Welcome to the club.
Can you grow a beard?
Oh, might be a problem.
There you go. But you basically, it's just, you blow up this ship full of CrossFitters, and then
There's one super
trying.
CrossFitter
Yeah.
at the last.
Yeah.
There's a black CrossFitter. I'm not saying his race is African American.
he has black armor.
He has black
He's
armor.
not his African American CrossFitter. He's wearing black armor.
He's not an African American alien. He is an alien, right?
We think so.
we think he could be a traitor.
Oh, is it like a human?
He looks like a human,
Oh, okay.
right? And they're all just jumping down, but he takes a lot of hits before he dies. And when he dies, the mothership goes away.
Could the CrossFitters just be trying to get in your head? You know, like they could ride
Mind
the alien
games?
pads down, but they want to show you how badass
How much
are.
they have paid to work out for a really long
Right,
time.
yeah.
Ninjutsu. It's psychological.
It is, yes.
Because after this, you go up on a helicopter.
Well, you
and
got to
then-
fight a mini boss first.
Okay, what's the mobile?
The mini boss, remember he's got those legs that spin, and he's just real long legs and a thing that shoots.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was the one that was very hard to hit. Like you had to jump
Yep.
and do a flip.
Well,
and
when he
shoot
does
everywhere.
when he does the flip, you just shoot under him, like while he's floating back down.
Oh,
the land.
okay.
That's
I had a hard time with that dude. And then, because after that, then you're up on the helicopter
Then themes
with
get
missiles.
awesome.
And then there's Super CrossFitter because he's throwing like a hook.
Oh, yeah.
And he throws a hook up and shoots at you, and then he falls. Oh, there's that hook to the other side. He swings back around, shoots at you, falls like he's gonna fall. Oh no! Throws his Super Turrican 2.
all the
hook shot
while
up.
you're hanging from a missile that's attached to a helicopter. Mm-hmm. And this hook is landing in the missile while you're having a gunfight in the midair.
That doesn't sound too hard.
This
It
is
sounds
like
pretty
a,
awesome.
No, that
This
doesn't
is
sound
like
too
a
hard.
Chuck Norris movie.
Yep.
Delta Force times 3.
Because once you kill him, and then you find out, okay, now the missiles are being shot at something.
Now you're on a missile that's being shot.
An active fired missile.
Right. So you're in the air flying at however fast missiles fly. I don't know.
Pretty fucking
Missile
fast.
speed.
Missile speed. Not as fast as ludicrous speed.
No.
But yeah, and all of a sudden you see these other missiles all around you, and at the same level, exploding, hitting this invisible force, but you can't see it. And all of a sudden, the edge of the mothership comes out, and it's got a force field around this giant red button. Of course
it does.
Right. So you got to kill what's making the force field. So you got to jump from missile to missile to missile in midair
Yeah.
while they're being shot at this giant mothership.
Like a true bro, you're Ninja Warrior from cruise missile to cruise missile.
I think I missed that episode of Ninja Warrior.
Yep. It's a bro warrior.
I think this is definitely
warrior.
I think this is definitely terrorist camp material. I don't think this is Ninja Warrior. This does sound like some shit they do. Like, oh, now you just jump from missile to missile.
We're gonna launch all our missiles that way. You guys just ride them and jump from missile to missile, and that way we get you there, and we don't have to buy you plane tickets.
It sounds like a Devil May Cry type thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's pretty awesome. Oddly enough, your machine gun does more damage than the missiles do once you get rid of the force field. Like the missiles just like...
Why don't they just shoot guys on missiles with
I don't
machine
know.
guns?
Maybe you're the last... I don't know.
You're the last missile rider,
Maybe,
the last of the chosen people.
it's possible that
That's Tom Cruise. You shut your mouth.
No spoilers. Every other person in the world's dead, and everything's just on autopilot. You never see another person really.
Sure, it's just those two bros.
Because you murdered them all in stage 1.
Might have.
They were just trying to help.
You go all Hotline Miami on them at the beginning, and then
After you beat the parent guardianship, then you get another overhead level, the ant level.
Which before that, I like to point out the craziness, if it wasn't already crazy. As soon as you
Everything was pretty solid until then.
Wait, this game is going to get crazy?
it's totally feasible.
as soon as
and
you
now,
blow up the mothership
throw it out.
by hanging on a missile, as the mothership explodes, you come back
Baby ships.
after the screen goes white. You come back and you're hanging on a missile attached to a helicopter that's on fire.
Yeah, you don't.
How you got there is left up to the imagination.
You don't get in the helicopter. You don't want to get in the helicopter.
Nope.
You want to hang
you
from
ride
it.
the missile all the way to wherever the hell you're going.
And what was that helicopter pilot thinking?
Hey man, why don't you just get? Oh, I'm sorry. Just get it. Just get in the. I won't. Like I think he tried to get in. Helicopter pulled up a little bit. Mm-hmm. Still he tries to get in. Helicopter pulls up a little bit more. So he's like, fine, fuck it. And he
I'll
just
hang here.
Holds on to the missile.
You got to keep crossfitting, bro.
But the overhead ant swarm level, which is the only level in the game that I thoroughly hated.
Ant swarm?
Ant swarm.
Ant swarm
Ant
level?
swarm.
There's a lot of there's. I don't know if they're ants or spiders, really.
You're right. It's
I'm
an
out.
insect swarm level, yeah. And it's like all the edges
Don't like
and
spiders?
these bridges. It was like, because I said earlier, it's like playing NES Super Surfer. Because if you touch a little bit of anything on the edge, you're dead. And you got conveyor belts throwing you toward the edge and all around.
Are they the spiders' conveyor belts?
They're
Why
just
do
they're
they
just
need
in
them?
random areas surrounding like the little spots you have to blow up. There's either things pushing you or things spinning like a quicksand, but you won't die if you stand it. But the screen just spins around in a
Oh
circle.
man, it's
I had-
awful.
I had such a hard time orientating
when you get-
myself
the trick
in the
is
first one that I can't even imagine how difficult this
Yeah.
is.
well, the trick is when you get into one of
Describing
the
sounds awful.
swirly things, is just to hold one of the buttons down and you'll stay still.
You match it.
Yeah. But in this level, there are really narrow walkways with conveyor belts on them. So you got to run across them really quick or they'll just push you right off.
Do you think the spiders were hired to repair the conveyor belts? Because it sounds like some of these are malfunctioning.
Why put so many conveyor belts that go in different directions right beside each other? It makes no sense.
Yeah, maybe, and maybe the spiders are union.
Well, in their defense, the swirly spots are just sand. Oh, the whole things are just sand. You don't really see any machinery, and the spiders climb up from some of the swirly things, I think.
Well, thank God we install those conveyor belts to maneuver our very, very heavy sand.
Because once you kill all the dens of the insect creatures in this level, then you finally
Spider
go
ants.
back to the final side-scrolling level.
Okay. Because this game is short. There's 6 levels, right?
What's the boss? I can't remember. Oh yeah, it's the giant pod. The FD to beat the second overhead.
Oh, okay.
You
If you clear all the mode, you do got the boss. You're right.
Instead of something.
a pod?
Oh, because it was super easy because it's just like a big pile of pustules that you can just walk up and...
So it really just, they're just trying to gross you out.
If you get a laser, you can do the same thing you did in the first one.
Yeah.
But if you don't, then you're kind of stuffed like giant centipedes start crawling out of it. And
I'm hearing you. What you're saying is, get a fucking laser.
get a fucking laser. Get a lightsaber.
I'm writing this achievement down right now. Get a fucking laser.
Remember, that's what I did. Like, as soon as I fought it, like, the laser dropped, and then I went to the boss, and it was just nothing. So I was glad that I just had an easy time with the boss on my least favorite level in the game. But then suddenly you're inside an alien ship or inside some alien.
I like to
don't
think
know.
you're inside the layer of the abyss, the Great Mother.
Okay, the whole ship is just one living level.
So you're playing Metroid at this point.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. If any D&D people out there would recognize that. The Great Mother, the Beholder Goddess.
I'll put it in the show notes if they want to find out. If you want to find out more about the Great Mother Beholders, go ahead, go in the show notes. But let's see, you're inside the alien. I guess you're inside a living ship, fighting more aliens and more of these little teeth maws that are inside the walls that you have to kill and destroy so you can keep going. You get to a heart. You have to blow up the heart.
And that doesn't end the game? You'd think that would?
You'd think it would, but
totally
no.
think it would.
What if we send Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith in
Will
there?
Smith, yeah.
And what if they give the ship a virus? Did we think about that?
I don't think there's any
Or
technology on this. It's pretty much all flesh and blood.
Yeah, well, they
We
could
give
give
it like
it an
the herpes
actual
virus.
virus.
there we go.
Like a legitimate Ebola.
Trust
They're
me.
up there with giant syringes.
2
on
dudes
rocket
named
launchers.
Jimbo and Sully. They definitely got some shit they could give us. they definitely got some viruses
We're going to
kicking
give
around.
the aliens syphilis and slowly drive them insane. You blow up the heart, then you fight some kind of weird teleportation demon.
Turtle.
Cool.
I fought the turtle thing with the
Vladimir Putin's face.
How many
Fight
goddamn
Vladimir Putin.
turtles are in this game?
I know.
Are there 4? Because if there are 4, then I think they are the 4 turtles of the apocalypse.
I guess this would be a frog, really. It's not really.
Oh, okay.
A frog. Vladimir Frog.
Why?
It looks like Vladimir Putin. I don't know. I don't
His
know.
face, it does. It's right in his stomach.
Man, that's
In the
got-
frog's stomach?
You
Put that shit in the show
Yeah, like
notes,
in
all right.
Quanu from
I see that.
what's the Schwarzenegger movie where Quanu comes out of the guy's stomach?
Total Recall?
Total Recall.
Is that? I haven't really seen that movie.
Okay, then. Well, it was pretty,
I'm just
I
guessing.
mean, all
right.
you need for that movie is the 3 boob scene, and then you're good.
Okay.
the original, not the
Oh,
remake.
The
I
part,
haven't seen that either.
Under-
the
in the
part
remake.
where in the original, I haven't seen the remake, but the part in the original when he gets thrown outside.
Oh, yeah.
And there's like, the effect, like the makeup and everything that they do on his face
Does
is
he
fucking
freeze?
hilarious.
No.
Well, it's not.
There's
like
no
he's exposed
atmosphere.
to space.
Right.
There's just like no air and.
It's a vac. Well, I guess it would be technically a vac.
It's
Well,
a vacuum, but it's
vacuum.
not a vacuum like in space. You're still on a planet.
it's
There's
all
a little
carbon
bit of
dioxide.
atmosphere.
It's
yeah,
all carbon
and it's
dioxide.
just-
All right, science nerds, just tell me what he looked like.
it looks ridiculous. It looks pretty bad.
His eyeballs were starting to pop out, and his face was swelling, and it's pretty crazy.
Tony, I need to know if that's real.
Let's see, and then Vladimir Putin's face frog, teleportation demon, and then teleportation demon just like I said, he's teleporting and throwing like spikes and stuff at you, and you shoot him and he disappears. Then final boss.
That's it. He runs away.
No, there's another boss.
Another boss.
There's another boss.
Is it another body part?
It's when you're climbing up to the final boss. There's a giant dragon thing.
That's the teleportation demon.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot he teleported.
And then the final boss takes up like half the screen. Pretty epic boss with 2 large holes where centipede things come out,
Part
like
of his
spiky
head.
dragon things.
Yeah, they got mouths on them, and they come out and they try to grab you. And the main head's got a giant brain, and it shoots stuff. But it's pretty easy to kill. You don't even have to worry about the other 2. You just go to the center one and with a flamethrower, and you can kill it real quick.
Is this game about Hunter S. Thompson?
I think so.
Pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I think
Like
you might
the
have
game
wrote
came
it.
with mescaline that you would take right before.
Okay.
Yeah, ether's a hell of a drug.
So, but after you beat the shell of the final boss, then it turns into a brain, and then the brain has 1 eye.
That's a good
It's good to
idea.
have an eye on your brain
Yeah.
in case your body gets destroyed.
Exactly.
So you can still see.
And it's a
I've got
great idea to keep your brain in a shell because you never know what's going to happen.
I like to keep mine in a shell.
I think we all do.
This is like the most fucked up Eminem ever.
Because basically, then the brain has like 4 different defense mechanisms that it will choose at random. to
Well,
protect itself.
you get to choose.
Or you
depending on
whichever
which
one you hit?
You hit. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
you choose your own death. You know.
How do you mean?
There's different colored and shaped things rotating around the brain.
In the brain?
Around it, rotating
Okay.
around it, and whichever one, they rotate really fast.
Uh-huh.
And whichever one you hit with your weapon, it says, okay, we're going to use that one, and a certain thing will happen.
Okay.
Like if you hit the eyeball, it'll start throwing out eyeballs everywhere.
Okay.
If you hit,
The nose, it starts shooting noses everywhere.
yeah,
There's like a stone column where these like stone slinkies come out, and you can like lay down. The slinkies go over you as you hit the boss.
Do those go downstairs?
Alone or in pairs.
Okay, great. Perfect.
I think you're thinking about Log from Ren and Stimpy.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Sorry.
And then basically when you defeat it, it turns purple, drops down to the ground. Helicopter pilot is sorry that he fucked with you at first. He comes back down. You grab,
still on
you grab
fire, by
onto
the
his
way.
missile.
The helicopter's still on fire?
Still on fire with the
That's-
missile attached to it.
That's dedication.
Totally unsafe too.
Yeah, he could have at least dropped that missile off.
Fired
right?
it. I mean, come on. But yeah.
And in hard mode, there's another form of the boss that chases you that you shoot and kill. But
I didn't do
easy
that.
and medium, yep, I didn't do that either. I just got the ending saying, hey, you beat it in easy mode. Good job. Try it on normal.
Because you don't actually get a real ending unless you do it on hard. Is
You
that
get an
correct?
ending, you just don't get the ending.
Yeah, I think basically you just watch him fly on the plane a little bit longer. And
Yeah.
it says, hey, you're the ultimate champion for beating it on hard. Good job.
Good job, Jimbo. I think it's Jimbo. I don't know if it's
So
Jimbo.
what's the ending?
The ending is it shows like a picture of the city, and I can't remember what it says, but it's like this is the epilogue, and it tells you what happened.
What city is this? I want everyone to guess.
Clearly, it's in America. It's got to be.
It's definitely in
gotta
America.
Jimbo
There's-
and Sully are there. It's got to be America, right?
Yeah.
See, Jimbo and Sully. Where's the place where people named Jimbo and Sully would live?
I have the
Large
right answer.
city.
I have the, but I'm going last.
Is it going to be like an obvious one?
Oh, it's obvious.
It's not New York.
It's obvious. Is
Birmingham,
Birmingham?
Alabama.
close?
Going
You're
there,
close.
man. Montgomery.
You're close. I think it's Little Rock, Arkansas.
Really?
I think it's Little Rock, Arkansas.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is because you get to that one stage, I think it's the third stage, and there's just nothing. Like the atmosphere's just tornadoes. That's all it is. Like
Okay.
wherever this is, it's just made of tornadoes. And you've got a dude named Jimbo and a dude named Sully.
Could be Oklahoma City.
It could be.
Or Tulsa. You're welcome, Blake. Blake Woods of both Breaker fame.
You be the judge.
That's true. Of course, in the future there might be. It could be Shanghai.
We've probably all migrated to
Could be
Little
Shanghai.
Rock by 2636. We all live in Little Rock, Arkansas.
I want to see that movie so bad. The alternate future. 2636. Fucking Little Rock. I dig it.
Last bastion of humanity.
Bill Clinton
Little Rock,
has
Arkansas.
come back as a necromancer cyborg.
plays the saxophone.
Yeah. With Socks the cat, his familiar.
That's what Guitarro Man was about. He was Mojo King B.
All right, there we go. I think he played the trumpet though.
Oh, that's right. You're
Yeah.
right. It was so good though. I just didn't pay attention.
Good
The
game.
music was good. It
Great music.
Music in this game was very, very good.
Yep.
I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah,
was
I
very
did
hard.
too.
The graphics were good.
Oh
It was
yeah.
still relatively colorful.
It looked like an arcade game. Like I think the way it looked, I mean, they really did a good job of like capturing an arcade feel.
Controls were super tight. So basically, I mean, if you like running guns, this was probably the best one for the Super Nintendo.
I think if you like running guns and you're good at them, I think your only complaint would be that it's too short.
Yeah.
Because there's only 6 levels. But you're gonna enjoy those levels.
Especially co-op.
Oh man, it's very much like the original Contra. It is much more fun. I think it's fun to play single player anyway, but it is much more fun with 2 players.
Yeah. There's 2 different modes. There's 2-player A and 2-player B. We didn't look up what the difference is.
I think that one of them you can kill your buddy, and
Well,
one of them you can't.
I think it's actually I think it's you go split screen whenever you do it to an overhead level.
Yeah. When we selected A, we did have a split screen.
I think B is no split screen,
Okay.
so you can team up together and play through like that.
That's why the split screen was different, or that's why the top down level, like you were talking about everything moving, and I didn't really remember that very well. And that maybe because we played that on mode B, and the environment didn't turn.
So you weren't turning your character? I was the only one controlling that?
No, I was turning the character, but I just didn't remember what he was talking about with the environment turning. Like he was saying that your character would stay oriented and the environment would turn.
No,
right?
you're right. You're right. I didn't even notice
We were
that.
using
you're
the
right.
bumpers to
individually
actually spin. Yeah,
That is
each
kind of
person.
infuriating because that means that they had that programmed in. Like you could have played
They
the game
chose to fuck
Hotline
with
Miami,
you.
but yeah, they choose like default by you having to turn the environment. You are 100% right, Jon
Because he was
Turley.
talking about that, and I was like, "Is that right? Is that what I?" But I never played one single player, so and we were in B when we got that far. So
Can you steal lives from one another in A and B? Because we didn't
Yeah.
notice that until
think
B.
so.
yeah, I would
Oh, I
die
don't
because
know.
he's a lot better at this game than I am. I would always die first, but I think in B mode I could hit B and it would. Well, I don't know if it's B on the. Yeah, I could hit a button and it would spawn me again, but it would take one of
my
his
lives.
lives.
Oh,
Which
So
was
it's like you had
nice.
combined lives.
Because otherwise, when we were playing in A mode, we would have to wait until both of
Yeah.
us were dead to continue, and then we could both play again. So I don't
oh,
know.
okay. So it's like B mode, is just the way to go overall.
I'm
then.
gonna go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
definitely.
B mode.
You guys have any achievements?
Yes.
Yep, I do.
Go for it, McElwain.
I've got 3. Now, my first one is Jimbo shot first. It's a reference to Star Wars.
Okay.
Kill a boss before he gets to attack you.
Nice.
Okay. The second one is he is legend. Finish the game on the hardest difficulty for the special ending. And the third one is I'm all out of bubblegum. Beat the game with only the shotgun.
Nice.
Beat the game with Rowdy Piper.
Or Duke Nukem. You get to choose. That is
They
what
are
this
the
game,
same person.
That's what this game should be instead of Jimbo and Sully.
Oh man,
It should be
Could've just-
Piper and Duke Nukem.
you just blew my mind.
What do you mean? We just created a game. This would sell.
Let's see. I had 2.
What you got?
I've got Dude, Where's My Car?
And dude looks like a lady. It's a thing.
And Dude, Where's My Car? You just don't get in the tank. You jump over and walk past the tank.
Okay.
Other one being Dante Ain't Got Shit on Me, which Dante from Devil May Cry, and one of his iconic thing is with a cowboy hat, he rides a missile down to destroy.
That's the third one, I think.
You jump from missile to missile till 100 missiles strike that force field.
Wow.
Easy, just
Time.
time sink.
John, you got any?
I'm going to continue my long-running theme of not actually having any achievements. So, no, man.
I got a couple. I think you're really gonna like them. First achievement. I can't believe we didn't talk about the intro. This intro is amazing to this game. And if there is anything that says over the top 90s, bro, it is the intro to this, because it starts out with a giant butthole opening up above a city, and then all these blue lights go flying straight up into the butthole. And after that happens, they're like, aliens are attacking. And then I believe it's Sully. Sully wears the red, correct? And Jimbo wears the blue. I think that's how they roll. Sully says, let's attack aggressively. So this achievement is called Let's Attack Aggressively. And in order to unlock Let's Attack Aggressively, you have to complete any level and defeat all enemies. You have to defeat every enemy that's on the screen ever. You have to get through that entire level, beating everything. And I think that is impossible.
I like you added a soupçon of Aziz Ansari to your saying of the achievement.
Got another achievement. It's called Sound Like Aziz. In order to unlock Sound Like Aziz, you make Tyler say you sound like Aziz. I got it. And I got another achievement called Get a Fucking Laser. You may have heard me mention it earlier. And in order to unlock Get a Fucking Laser, you need to get a fucking laser on one of the overhead levels because you're not going to regret it.
It's amazing how shitty that power up is in the normal game.
Oh, it is
and then
fucking
it's
worthless.
awful. It's awful. But then you just change perspective and it's amazing. It is.
I was looking at this from the totally wrong angle.
Yes. Been going about this all wrong.
That's all I got.
Oh, hey, if you keep it at a 6 like Josh Nance, do you get to attack passively? Is there a
Yes, new achievement.
Let's attack passively.
New achievement. Third achievement. Let's attack passively.
Kill 60% of them.
And in order to do that, you just play the game as Josh.
Just be
Or just
Josh.
play it with him.
Which is the opposite of shakes. Keep it 100.
I actually have a fourth achievement. It's called Tiananmen Square.
I see where this is going.
Where do you think it's going?
When you get the tank.
Yeah.
You
I bet I
run
got
over
this one,
the
didn't
guy.
Yeah, John. You unlock Tiananmen Square.
Oh, you kill your buddy?
Yeah, in order to unlock Tiananmen Square, you run over your buddy with the tank.
Yeah. I unlocked that one about 6 times in one level.
Had a lot of fun, guys.
Yeah.
I have had a lot of fun. I do have a question for you, though. And that is, how much is this game on Amazon? It's a little segment that I like to call, How Much Is This Game on Amazon? Guys, what do you think?
New or used?
Used.
I'm going to go with $30.
$30 used, says McElwain. Tyler?
$23.
23. Someone else remember the dollar amounts because I can't. John?
I'm going to say 16.
All right.
Actual retail?
30.
Actual retail value of Contra III, the Alien Wars is, at the time of this recording
Okay. All right. Good.
on Amazon is $36.50.
Wow.
McElwain, you take it.
Yes.
Take it by $1.
I did see a new copy on there, and it was outlandishly expensive. I didn't write it down, but I think it was $299. It was either $299 or $399.
Shit.
Well, I don't have a used copy, but I don't have a new copy, but I have a used copy.
Well, if
You've
you,
got
You're sitting on-
$31, friend.
I'm sitting on a gold mine.
yes, sir.
You're sitting on thick of gas right now.
Not even.
sitting-
Not even.
Back when this game was made, maybe.
Oh, definitely. When
Yeah.
this
Oh
game was
God.
made,
Yeah.
that'd
When
be
this
like
game
2
was made,
tanks of gas.
more than that, man. Because this game probably cost $60 when it came out. You could get at least 3 tanks of gas out of that.
Oh, easy.
Tyler.
We're old.
Tyler, we're very old. We're very old, and because we're so old, we should probably wind this down, and so we can all go to sleep, so we can wake up and do our old person things. Before we can do that, though, I have an important question for you, and that is, if you were to give this game a kind of beard that just summed up this game and let everybody know what Contra 3 is all about, what kind of game would it be? Or what kind of beard would it be? I'm sorry.
The beard would be, the face would have to be clean shaven, smooth, clean shaven.
Unprecedented beard you're giving.
But it's covered in goopy alien blood.
I like where you're
Okay.
going here.
Yeah.
So you're saying a goopy alien blood
Goopy and alien blood
beard.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I think they sell those at Spencer Gifts.
Is that because you've gotten engaged in some sort of hand-to-hand alien combat and at some point had to bite through one of them?
Oh,
or
I like
something?
that.
Yeah.
You had to tear an arm off
Like a
your
bro.
mouth. Yeah, because you're
That's all bros
Badass,
do.
right?
You get a bite attack.
I mean, if you can ride fucking missiles,
Yeah.
I think you can.
You can bite off an alien hand.
That's nothing.
Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
that was a very good beard.
Thank you.
We're all impressed.
Thank you.
If you were to give this game a pair of glasses that summed up just how you feel about it, what kind of glasses would that be?
2 shots of Jaeger and Red Bull, bro.
Okay. All right. Good delivery. I totally bought into that. Why is that?
Because that's what you do after you kill aliens. You just slam some Jaeger bombs.
Okay. All right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Miller and I, that's what we do every time we kill aliens.
Done this a lot.
He's a much better bro than I am because I just get sick everywhere.
Did you give this a train earlier? Did you do the train noise earlier?
Is it Tim Allen, I believe?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now,
Hey, that was good.
I had a quiz, but we are running way too long.
How long are we?
Hour 12.
Oh man, but I really want a quiz.
Yeah.
You want to run through rapid fire quiz?
Rapid fire quiz.
All right.
I don't want
Rapid
you to have
fire.
wasted your time.
Dat Bros quiz.
Okay. This is a
So-
free for all, right? We can just shout
Yep.
like insane people.
So, so it will be either a quote or a question where you have to name either the movie or the person who said it.
Okay. We can do either.
And it's all concerning just the manliest of bros.
Okay. Manliest of bros. Got it. 3 ninjas kick back. Okay, next.
Hunting, we ain't hunting him. He's hunting us.
Predator.
No? Mm-mm. Okay, then I don't know. I thought it was Predator.
Rambo.
Oh, the original, yeah.
Hey, I have an alternate name for this quiz.
Okay.
Movies Dave has never seen. So far, there's one on there.
2 of them are TV shows.
Oh no. Okay.
Matt Damon's action movie trilogy.
Born Identity.
Born Identity.
Or the Born.
Trilogy.
Okay. I haven't seen that either. Do I count that as 1 or 3?
3.
Okay, so we're up to 4 that I haven't seen.
Boards don't hit back.
Karate Kid? No.
Who said it?
Mr. Miyagi, right?
No, that was, yeah.
That's not where I found it. Is not by Mr. Miyagi.
Okay, who'd they say?
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee's not in that movie.
Yeah, he's not in the Karate Kid.
Maybe
IMDb's just wrong.
or maybe
that was
Mr.
like-
Miyagi.
Now that you do say it, I feel like I heard Mr. Miyagi say
Maybe
it.
Mr. Miyagi is quoting
Bruce
Bruce
Lee.
Lee.
Sounds like something
Was it-
Splinter would say.
Game of Death, or was it?
I forget because I just saw it was.
Enter the
I mean,
It was
it
on,
could
it was
be.
on internet.
All right,
That'll be a gimme.
Quiz is
That'll be a
going all
gimme.
right. Quiz is going all right. I have seen that movie though, so unfortunately, I'm 4 for 5 now.
What I do have are a very particular set of skills I've acquired over a very long career.
That's
Liam
Taken.
Neeson.
Taken, Liam Neeson.
Haven't seen
Correct.
it. Have not seen it. All right.
Yippee ki motherfucker!
Bruce
Die
Willis.
Hard. Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
John McClane. I got that one.
You tell him I'm coming and hell's coming with me.
Oh,
You hear-
Tombstone.
Tombstone, yeah.
Correct.
Oh, okay. I have seen that.
What's his name?
Oh,
Sam Elliott.
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the character.
Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp, yeah.
I was thinking of Kurt Russell. Big Trouble in China.
It's our wits that make us men.
Braveheart.
Braveheart.
Haven't seen it.
Give me all the bacon and eggs you have.
Okay. That's Parks and Rec.
Correct. Who said it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it
Ron
had
Swanson.
to be Ron
Yeah.
Swanson. I haven't seen that episode. And I knew that was Ron Swanson.
This is more of a question.
A questioner's question.
Albert Clifford is better known as.
Albert Clifford. Al Clifford? Al Cliff. Heathcliff.
Nope. You're getting
Like where you went with
closer.
that. A cat.
Fritz the cat.
Felix.
Abbreviate that.
AC. AK.
Frit cat. Fricat.
A.C. Slater.
Oh,
How was I supposed to get that from Fritz the
He's
cat?
a bro. He's a bro.
totally a
okay,
bro.
Let me tell you of the days of high adventure.
We don't know.
Sounds. I know.
We
I
don't
can't
know.
think of it. Give us a hint.
Yeah, hint.
Oh, let me tell you of the days. Nah, I can't even do it. I can't even do an accent.
Adventure.
Abbreviate it. There's your hint.
The recent remake was starring Khal Drogo.
Oh, Conan.
Conan.
Oh.
I've seen Conan, but
Should've
it
got
was
that
like
early.
a long time.
No, I haven't seen. I've seen 3 of those. 3 of those things. I like that. I feel like I did pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. Thanks for listening, everybody. You can find the show on iTunes or Stitcher. So don't miss the next episode. We'll be talking about, well, it's Monday. We'll see. Next Wednesday, however, I know everyone's excited.
Yeah.
The Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse.
I am legitimately excited. Yeah, I am legitimately excited.
While you're there, don't forget to subscribe, give the show a 5-star rating, and write a review. If there's a game you want us to play, include it in your review, and we'll get to it
Eventually. Don't worry, guys. Like Tyler said, we're going to be back. We're going to be talking about Mickey Mouse. Oh, Disney is going to sue us by the time we are done with that episode. But
We might do our Mickey Mouse impressions during the whole show.
we are definitely
It's going to be
and
unlistenable.
we're going to do it in character.
Hey, everybody.
It's John's going to be back. He's going to be doing plenty of that thing that he just did.
I have a 3-year-old. I have seen so much Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
John will be back reprising his role of Morty Mouse.
Man, if John was an animated mouse, his name would be Morty. That's pretty good.
I bet Sandwich Prince Phil feels me on the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I would love for you guys to have a discussion about that on our Facebook page. Because you can find us there. We are at facebook.com/TADPOG. There are a lot of cool people there doing a lot of cool shit, like setting up a TADPOG fantasy football league. Who would ever thought about that 2 years ago? Do you think that we would be playing fantasy football, Tyler?
No.
See what the show has just opened all kinds of horrible doors for
Go
us.
Bengals. Go Bengals.
You can also find us on Twitter. We are at TADPOG_podcast. There are, thank you everybody for retweeting when we announce a show and just for talking to me while I'm on the toilet at work. I love it. It's perfect. By the way, if you hear back from me on Twitter during business hours, I am on the toilet. So
If you're good at something, might as well get paid to do it.
exactly. You can also find us on tadpog.com. I usually say that. I usually do. That's where the show notes live. We're going to have a lot of good stuff in there. I saw Tyler making furious notes. So it's just going to be excellent. Sometimes there's not safe for work links in there. Often there is.
I try to denote them properly so you'll know.
But I like that because
Get off your computer, pull out your phone, look at it there.
right.
But not on the company
Exactly.
Wi-Fi. Not on the
Disconnect that
company
Wi-Fi.
Get on that 4G.
Re-enable your 4G, and you're good.
Look at Bailey J all you want.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah. Really, what has Lord Mike, Exalted Lord Mike, reached out to Bailey J yet?
He should.
Because I think Bailey J's too good for us.
No,
I think she's too good for us.
I completely agree.
I don't think that would happen.
Nope.
But hey,
We're more likely to get Tim Allen. Tadpog's dream gets 2 Tim Allen, 1 Bailey J.
can I tell you something? Bailey J is a frequent Google search that gets people to our webpage. That's how often. Boom! That's how often we have mentioned Bailey J and had Bailey J in the show notes. Is that it actually drives traffic to tadpog.com.
Well, you gotta mention Tim Allen more, because then maybe that would be the thing that pushes.
Yeah,
him
but
over
he
the
doesn't
edge.
have titties.
I think we should just do keywords. Just to start naming keywords off in the show notes.
You can call us if you want. You got a good story to tell? Well, keep it under 3 minutes and let us know what it is. You can reach us at 270-883-2555. Call while you're on the toilet. I don't care. That's fine. We like questions a lot and anything video game related. We like that too. Got anything Bailey J related or Tim Allen related? Please put them in one question and give us a call.
Somehow put that Venn diagram together.
I have a bad feeling you're going to get a really weird.
Would you rather?
Would you rather from?
I already know the answer to that.
Yep, me too. Gentlemen, our theme song moves.
My Sycamore Drive.
Nice. Just how I wanted it.
Up top.
Up high.
Bro 5. A link to that track can be found.
Tadpog.com.
All right, McElwain takes it for the win. Thank you both for being on the show.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it because I didn't finish the game, and it was nice to just kind of bullshit about Tim Allen and Bailey J for a little bit.
And
Otherwise, it's known as a Tuesday.
Unrecorded episode.
It's behind the paywall, right?
Definitely behind the paywall.
So until next time,
Tropical Capricorn.
Billy J, Billy J, Billy J.
Banging Titties by Sean Miller, a Simon & Schuster audiobook.